and welcome to a Confident Club Cuppa. Hello, Curly.
Hello everybody, hiya Steve.
So where are we on how to be a duck up then?
Oh, I like this one. Don't stop thinking only about money, money, money. I think there's a song there, isn't there?
Yeah, I hate
Dreaded
ABBA.
ABBA.
Or do I hate ABBA? I can't decide.
Can I do this quote here?
Go on then.
This is the quote to avoid. It's by the famous Henry Ford. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience and ability.
Yeah, it's like what you empty into your head, what you spend on yourself, invest in yourself in terms of education and training and all the rest of it, nobody can take away, right? So it's best investment you could ever make. But there's a lot with this, isn't there? What do we want to say about money? I think that, the faster you chase it, the quicker it runs away. I think, and I'm this will be true of me, where do you get it's back to beliefs, Curly.
Yeah.
Where do you get your beliefs around money? And the big part of that will be just your upbringing, really, in terms of references. So I remember my dad, one of his big drivers was security.
Yeah.
Because his dad had been blacklisted for leading the miners out during the Great Strike and never worked again. And so I remember he said to me, you need to get a job as an optician because it's a job for life, right?
Yeah.
And so therefore you won't have to worry about money.
Well, I was encouraged to be a chartered accountant. I wanted to be one anyway.
Yeah.
So the money's good. And for a while I really enjoyed all of that. And then I realised that it really wasn't doing it for me in terms of everything else.
Yeah.
So I walked away from it, and a lot of my friends thought I was mad, and it was a massive risk. But I just felt like chasing the money wasn't the way.
So you shouldn't use the word paradigm more than twice a day.
All right, you got one more.
I'm just going to say, so my viewpoint is, right,
Yeah.
It's got to switch on its head. That if you model people that are really fulfilled and happy and successful, they tend to still have quite a lot of money. But it's because they chased the passion first, not the pension, right?
Yeah.
And they became just amazing at what they did. And people then wanted to pay them the appropriate amount, right? To pay them the appropriate amount because they'd spent the time.
Yeah.
That's one part of it. The other thing I would say about this briefly is if you're in you might be thinking, oh, well, that's entrepreneurs and that's business people. That's not me. I'm in the corporate world. That's not for me. But if you're in the corporate world, then the other thing is to say, I think a lot of also have a limiting belief about what they're worth.
Yes.
So say they're going for a job interview or promotion, right? Or I know a lot of speaker friends who are starting out on the speaking business. They go, what should I charge?
Yeah, that's a big question we get a lot.
I go, charge this. And they go, I could never ask for that. And I go, why not? Are you any good? Yeah, I'm really good. Well, why wouldn't you ask for that?
Yeah.
Well, because it's too much.
Yeah.
And that's just like, well, why is it too much?
Well, because you're not selling your time, are you?
No.
You're selling your experience.
You're saying how good you are.
Yeah.
I back in the other day, before I had an agent and all that, right, I used to get calls direct and some person said, hey, I was in the pub and I met this guy whose brother's cousin was at an event you spoke at and we're looking for a speaker. And any speakers watching this, if you're starting the journey, question I was taught by Peter Thompson. Hello, Peter Thompson. He said, I always say to him, if you get a call like that, have you had a speaker before, right? Because they'll either go, yes, and then you can go, well, who did you have? And they go, we had so-and-so. You think, oh, I know what he or she charges. I have a bit of a benchmark now, don't I, for what money I want to make on this. But sometimes I go, no, we never had a speaker before, right? Which is now both an opportunity and a challenge, because it's like, well, they've no idea what it might be. So eventually it gets to the money question.
Yes.
How much is it going to be, Steve? And I go, it's going to be this much. And sometimes there'd be a massive pause and they go, how much? Is that negotiable? And I'd always go, of course it's negotiable, but only upwards.
I knew you were going to say
If you want to pay more, you can. Because why would it suddenly be less? What's changed?
I just think it's a massive subject.
Huge.
And I know when I first started on my own, I was talking about, packing it all in. As an accountant starting on my own, I was a bit concerned and worried about money. And I realised then that the more I chased it, it just ran away. And that's not the thing to concentrate on.
No.
And there's some research as well that says 80% of lottery winners lose all their money within 5 years.
It's interesting.
Who knows why? Maybe they believe that
because they probably didn't believe they earned it, deserved it. It was just complete, in that case, literally completely a matter of luck, wasn't it? Just to think out of it, right. So to summarise all that then, right, I think it just takes maybe a moment today and go, next time I have to think about money in whatever respect, right? dear old Ricky Locke, who's, you know...
Hey, Ricky.
He was talking about, he's got a great thing on his podcast, Unlock Podcast, we'll put a link to that, where he's talking about should he buy this new computer or not? Because it was a shed load of money. And he made a decision that, no, because of his vision where he wanted to be, he had to invest in that, even though in theory, he couldn't afford it at the time. And it completely changed his mindset. So just take today to go, what do I believe about money and why do I believe it? And how much am I worth? You know, not just in terms of money, but in terms of what I want to do, you know, and chase your passion, not your pension.
On that top advice.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Bye.